Hello children, today I am here to teach you chapter 22 in your textbook, that's percentages. In this lesson, we are identifying percentages and use this symbol to indicate an amount as a fraction of 100 and write a fraction with denominator equal to a factor of 100 as a percentage. Look at these statements. Ranil got 98% of marks for mathematics. Bank is paid 5% of interest annually. So last year 43% of students failed mathematics in O-level exam. So this is true. So our intention is to reduce this percentage so that more students will pass the mathematics exam. So all the above statements are related to percentages. So how can we rewrite these statements? So I can write, instead of writing 98%, I can write 98 with this symbol. 98%. Instead of percent, I can put this percentage sign of marks for mathematics. 5% interest annual. 43% of students fail mathematics in the O-level exam. So we'll see how we can include this percentage sign. So what are percentages? Percentages are fractions with the denominator 100. Look at this one. Out of 100, this is 24. So this is 24 divided by 100. I want to rewrite this. 24, instead of this 1, I want to put 1 here and increase the length. And these two zeros I am putting here and here. So what is that? Same as 24 over 100, 24%. So that's how we can write 24%. That's 24 out of 100. Look at this one. 37 out of 100. How can I write? 37 and then the percentage sign. So this 100 divided by 100 actually means this percent sign. 53 over 100. I can write 53%. 87 over 100. 87%. And 43 over 100, I can write 43 over 100, 43%. Write how you read these. How you read this one, 24 with percent, 24%. This one, 37%. This one, 53%. This one, 87%. This one, 43%. So here 24%, if you take 24%, this is 24 over 100. So this is the numerator, this is the denominator. So denominator is 100. So percentages are fractions with denominator 100. Use percentage sign. 12%. How can I write? 12 and percentage sign. 12%. 36%. 36 and then percentage sign. 81%. 81 and then percentage sign. Convert following percentages to fractions in its simplest form. So what is percent sign means? Out of 100. I can write 30% as 30 over 100. And then try to simplify. I can divide both the numerator and the denominator by 10 first. This get cancelled out. So you get 3 over 10. 20%, simplify. This is 20 over 100. Now divide by 10. 2 over 10. I can divide this by 2. 1 over 5. 75%, how can I write? 75 over 100. Divide by 25. You get 3 and 4. 3 over 4 as a fraction. So these are in the simplest form. Convert fractions to percentages. How we convert? So here it says first make the denominator 100. So 10 is there. How you make the denominator 100? Multiply by 10. 10 times 10, 100. So you do the same thing to the numerator. 3 times 10, that's 30. 30 over 100, you can write as 30%. 7 over 10, denominator is 10. Convert to 100, you multiply by 10. You do the same thing for the numerator. 7 times 10, 70 over 100. That means 70%. 8 over 20. 20 multiply by 5 to get 100. Do the same thing. 8 times 5. 8 times 5, 40. 40 over 100. So what's the value? 40%. 11 over 50. 50, how can you convert to 100? Multiply by 2. You do the same thing to the numerator. Multiply by 2. 11 times 2, 22. Divide by 100. You get 22%. 7 over 25. 25 times 4. You get 100. You do the same thing. 7 times 4. You get 28 over 100. That means 28%. Fill in the blanks. You have given 23%. That means 23 out of 100. 35%, how can you write? 35 over 100. 111 over 100 as a percentage. 111%. 7.5 over 100. I can write this as 7.5%. 5.3%. That means here you get 5.3. 48%. That means 48 over 100. Convert following fractions to percentages. So that means you convert the denominator to 100. 4 is there. How you convert to 100? Multiply by 25. So you do the same thing to the numerator. 3 times 25, 75. And 4 times 25 is 100. So you can write this as 75%. 3 over 5. 5 multiplied by 20 to get 100. So do the same thing. 3 times 20 is 60. 60 over 100 means 60%. 7 over 10. Convert to 100 here. Multiply by 10. Do the same thing. 70 over 100. That means 70%. 11 over 20. Multiply this by 5 to get 100. Do the same thing. 11 times 5, 55. 20 times 5, 100. So 55%. Look at this diagram. What is the shaded part as a fraction in the figure? How many parts are there? So you need to divide this. So I'll take a ruler and here if you need equal parts to identify how many parts are there. Now see how many parts are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 parts are there. How many parts shaded? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts shaded. So 4 over 8. You can simplify. Divide both the numerator and the denominator by 4. 1 over 2. How you convert to a percentage? So half is there as a fraction. So convert the denominator to 100. 2 times 50. You do the same thing to the numerator. So you get 50 over 100. As a percentage, you can write 50%. There are 40 students in a class. 8 students wear glasses. Number of students wear glasses as a fraction. So number of students wear glasses as a fraction. 8 students out of 40. So we can simplify further. Divide by 8 both the numerator and the denominator. You get 1 over 5. That's a fraction. As a percentage, what you do? Take the fraction, convert the numerator and the denominator to a certain number so that the denominator should be 100. 5 times what? 20. Do the same thing. So you get 100 as the denominator. 5 times 20. 1 times 20 is 20. So what's the percentage value? You get 20%. Convert 3 over 4 and 7 over 10 to percentages and find out the largest fraction. So when you get same percentages, same denominator, you can compare the values. So 3/4, how can we convert? So multiply by 25. Do the same thing. Multiply by 25. 3 times 25 is 75 over 100. 75 over 100 means 75%. 7 over 10. 10 is in the denominator. Convert to 100, that means multiply by 10. 7 times 10. 7 times 10, 70. 10 times 10, 100. So what's the percentage value? 70. Now you can compare which one is bigger. 75 is bigger than 70%. So that means the largest fraction is 3 over 4. So largest one is 3 over 4. Convert mixed numbers to percentages. So what we do first? When you get a mixed number, convert to improper fractions. 3 times 2, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. Now you think about converting the denominator to 100. 2 times 50. Do the same thing. 7 times 50. 2 times 50 is 100. And then 7 times 50, 350. So you can write 350%. 4.5. 4 times 2, 8. 8 plus 1, 9. 9 over 2. Convert the denominator to 100, multiply by 50. 9 times 50. So you get 450 over 100. So what's that? 450%. Convert this mixed number. 5 times 2, 10. 10 plus 4, 14 over 5 as an improper fraction. Now multiply by 20 to get 100 in the denominator. Do the same thing. So 100 you get in the denominator. 20 times 14, you get 280. So what's the percentage value? 280%. 1 and 3/4 convert to an improper fraction. You get 7/4. 4 multiplied by 25 to get 100. 7 also you need to multiply by 25. So 100 you get here in the denominator. 7 times 5, 35. 3 remaining. 7 times 2, 14 plus 3, 17. So 175%. Now we'll look at how you convert decimals to percentages. So write 0.8 as a percentage. So we'll convert this decimal to a fraction. This is tens place. You can write 0.8 is 8/10 as a fraction. So fraction with denominator 100. So what we can do? You can multiply by 10. 8 times 10. So what's the value? You get 80/100. 80/100 as a fraction with denominator 100. And then what's the percentage value? You can look at this and say this is 80%. So you can convert decimal to fraction, fraction to percentages. Write 1.4 as a percentage. So 1.4 is a decimal. So convert to a mixed number. 1 and 0.4. 0.4 you can write 4/10. Now convert to improper fraction. 10 times 1, 10. 10 plus 4, 14/10. That's an improper fraction. If you want, you can simplify, but you don't need to simplify because we can convert to a percentage easily. So 10 is there. How you convert a fraction with the denominator 100? You multiply by 10, both the numerator and the denominator. So you get 100 and here 140. Now what's the percentage value? You can write 140%. 0.4 is the decimal. Convert to a fraction. 4/10. You can simplify and write 2/5 as well. I'll write 2/5. That's the simplest form. Divide by 2, both the numerator and the denominator. Fraction with denominator 100, you can multiply by 20. So what's the value? 40/100. Now what's the percentage value? 40/100 means 40%. 3.7 is a decimal number. Mixed number. 3 and 0.7 I can write 7/10. That's in tens place. So improper fraction, you multiply these two and add 7. 10 times 3, 30. 30 plus 7, 37/10. Now convert the denominator to 100. You multiply by 10. So 10 times 10, 100. 37 times 10, 370. So what's the percentage value? 370%. 3.19. As a mixed number, 3 and this is in hundredths place. 19/100. So that's the mixed number. Now fraction with the denominator 100. So you can write the improper fraction. 100 times 3, 300. 300 plus 19, 319/100. So what's the percentage value? 319%. Because percentages are fractions with denominator 100. So there's another method to convert to percentages. without converting the denominator to 100. So we can use this method. 0.7 is the decimal. So here what you do, you multiply and you have to divide by 100. So divide by 100 means this percentage sign. So 0.7 you multiply by 100, divide by 100 in order to get no difference, but divide by 100, this means percentage sign. So basically what you do, just whatever the decimal you multiply by 100 and put the percentage sign. So when you multiply by 100, the decimal place moves 2 places to the right. So you get 1, 2, so 70%. So that's the 0.7 decimal as a percentage value. So it's really easy. Whenever you get a decimal or a fraction, multiply by 100 and put the percentage sign. 0.42, multiply by 100 and put the percentage sign. Move the decimal place 2 places to the right. So what's the answer? 42%. 0.87, multiply by 100 and put the percentage sign. So what you get? 2 places to the right, 87%. So here you don't need to write twice. So 87%. Convert to percentages using short method. So any decimal you can multiply by 100 and put the percentage sign. 1, 2, 317.5%. 0.274, 0.274 multiplied by 100 and put the percentage sign. 1, 2, 2 places to the right, 27.4%. This one, 0.0815 multiplied by 100 and put the percentage sign. 1, 2, 8.15%. This one, 0.0057 multiplied by 100 and put the sign. 1, 2, 0.57%. Convert following percentages to fractions now. 25%. So 25% means this is 25 out of 100. Fractions with denominator 100 is a percentage value. Now simplify. Divide by 25, you get 1 and 4. So 1 over 4. 40%. That means 40 over 100. Divide by 10 and divide by 2 again. 2 over 5. 35%. 35 over 100. Divide by 5. 7 and 5 times 20. 7 over 20. 72% as a fraction. 72 over 100. Divide by 4. 4 times 1, 4. 32, that's 18. 18 over 25. Convert following percentages to decimals. So what we can do, we can first write as a fraction and then divide. 140% means 140 over 100. Divide by 100 means you can move the decimal place 2 places to the left. You can straight away write 1.4 here. 1, 2, 1.4. 720% means 720 over 100. divide by 100, you get 7.2. 130%. 130 over 100. Divide by 100, you get 1.3. 160%. 160 over 100. Divide by 100 means you get 1.6. 830%. 830 over 100. Divide by 100, you get 8.3. 83%. 83 over 100. Divide by 100, move the decimal place 2 places to the left, 0.83. Fill in the blanks. You have given a fraction. Then divide by 10 means move the decimal place to 1 place left. So you get 0.3 as a decimal. As a denominator 100, you multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 10. And you get 30 over 100. So as a percentage, how can you write? This one is 30%. So we know how to convert fractions to decimal, decimal to percentage, fractions to percentage, any method. Now you have given the percentage sign, 40%. 40% means, what's the fraction? Out of 100, 40 over 100. Simplify and you can write down the value here. Divide by 10 and divide by 2. 2 over 5. That's as a fraction. Then how you write as a decimal? 40 over 100 means move the decimal place 2 places to the left, 0.4. Another one, 70%. So 70% means 70 over 100. Simplify, divide by 10, you get 7 over 10 as a fraction. Then divide by 10 here, also you can convert. Divide by 10 means 7 divided by 10, 0.7. 0.9 is given, decimal is given. So you can write as a fraction 9 over 10. Then as the denominator 100, if this is 100, that means multiply by 10. You get 90 here. So what's the percentage? 90%. Now we'll look at ratios. Ratio 1 to 2. So ratio, how can you write as a fraction? This is the numerator and this is the denominator, 1 over 2. Now as a decimal, you can divide 1 divided by 2. So 1 divided by 2, long division, you get 0. And for 10, here you need to put a decimal point, and here for 10, that's 5. Remainder is 0, 0.5. Then how you convert to a percentage? Multiply by 100 and put the percentage sign. So that means move the decimal place 2 places to the right. So 50% is half. 4 to 5 as a ratio. As a fraction, this is 4 over 5. As a decimal, 4 divided by 5. Long division, 4 divided by 5, nothing. And for 40, here you need to put a decimal point. That's 8. You get 40 and the remainder 0, 0.8. Then as a percentage, what you do? You multiply by 100 and put the percentage sign. Move the decimal place 2 places to the right, you get 80%. So ratio you can convert to a fraction, fraction to a decimal, and decimal to a percentage. Any form can be converted to another form. 7 to 10, that's a ratio. Convert to a fraction, you can write 7/10. Convert to a decimal, 0.7. And convert to a percentage, multiply by 100. So that's 70%. This one, other way around you can do. 75% you can write as a decimal, divide by 100, 0.75. As a fraction, you can write 75 means 75.75 means 75/100. So 75/100 I can simplify. That means divide by 25, I get 3 and 4. 3 times 25, 75. 4 times 25, 100. Now as a ratio, I can write 3 to 4. 3 to 4 ratio. Look at this question. Population of a city is increased 60,000 to 60,600. Find the increased number of population per year. So what's the increased amount? You subtract 60,600 minus 60,000. You get 600 is the increased amount. Increased amount as a fraction of the initial population. So increased amount is 600. As a fraction of the initial amount, that's you divide by 60,000. Divide by 100 and divide by 6. You get 1/100. So what's the percentage increase? Percentage increase means this is the fraction with denominator 100. You can straight away write down 1% increase. There are 3,200 students in a tuition class and 2,400 students are girls. So number of boys, fraction of boys, percentage of boys and percentage of girls. So number of boys, you can subtract 3,200 minus 2,400, you get number of boys. So you get 008. 800 boys are there. Then fraction of boys, so 800 out of the total 3,200. Simplify, divide by 100. Divide by 8. 8 times 1, 8 times 4. So percentage of boys, 1/4 is the fraction. So you can multiply by 100. Or you can convert the denominator to 100. Multiply by 25. 25/100. And that means you can write this is 25%. So what's the percentage of girls? You can straight away take altogether it's 100%. 100% minus 25% of boys, you get girls. So that's 75% girls are there. A man spent 3,600 rupees from his salary and 48,000. So salary is 48,000 and he spent 3,600. He deposited the remaining amount in a bank. Find the amount he deposited in the bank. So what's the amount? That means a subtraction. 48,000 minus 3,600. So what's the deposited amount? 0, 0. You get 4 here. 4 and here 4. 44,400. And here subtract again, this is 3,600. So here 0, 0, 10 and 8, 4, correct. So that's the amount he saved, deposited in a bank. And they are asking what is the deposited amount as a fraction of his salary. So deposited amount is 44,400. Salary is 48,000. So you can divide by 100 and divide by 4. You get 1, 1, 1. And here 1, 2, 0. Divide by 4. So that's the fraction of his salary deposited. So 111 out of 120. A man travelled 44 kilometers by bus and 36 kilometers by bicycle. Find the total distance he travelled. What's the total distance? 44 plus 36. 6 plus 4, 10, 8, 80 kilometers. Distance travelled by bus as a fraction. Distance travelled by bus, that's 44. Out of the total distance is 80. Divide by 4, 1, 11 and divide by 4, you get 20, 11 over 20. So what's the percentage distance by bus? We'll convert to a denominator 100 multiplied by 5. So you get 55 over 100 means 55%. So percentage distance by bicycle. So you can subtract from 100. So total is 100% minus 55% is the percentage travelled by bicycle. 5 and 5, 10 and 6 and 4, 45%. A man gives 50% of his money to his wife, 1/5 to his son and 0.2 of the remaining amount to his daughter. Percentage amount given to his son. The fraction is 1/5. How you convert as a percentage? Multiply the denominator by 20. You do the same thing in the numerator. So 20 over 100. That means 20% given to his son. Percentage amount given to his daughter? 0.2. How you convert to a percentage? Multiply by 100 and put the percentage sign. So you get 20%. So 20% for his son and 20% for his daughter. And then percentage given to wife, son and daughter all together. So 50, 20 and 20. So you can add all these percentage values, 50, 20 and another 20. So all together that's 90% given. And what's the percentage remaining now? The total is 100% minus 90%, so 10% remaining. Find the total amount he had if the remaining amount is 7,200. So that means 10% is 7,200. How we find out 100%? 100% means 7,200 divide by 10 and multiply by 100. So we are taking one part, and then to find out 100 parts, you multiply by 100. 1 0 get cancelled out, you get 72,000 rupees. So 72,000 rupees he had, and he gave 50% to his wife, 20% to his son, and 20% to his daughter. So this is an exercise from your textbook. So this is an activity. So you have given a figure, colored parts, 6 out of 100 squares. So as a fraction, how can we write down the shaded part? 6 over 100. As a decimal, 6 divided by 100 means move the decimal place 2 places to the left. 0.06. As a percentage, 6 out of 100 means 6%. 25 of squares colored out of 100. As a fraction, 25 over 100. And then as a decimal, we divide by 100, 0.25. And as a percentage, this is 25%. 56 out of 100. Squares are colored, so 56 over 100. As a decimal, you divide, you get 0.56. And as a percentage, this is 56%. 100 squares are colored out of 100. 100 over 100. As a decimal, so you get 100 divided by 100, that's 1. So what's the percentage? This is 100%. 100% is there. So this is a fraction with denominator 100. Exercise 22.1. Write the percentages given in words using the percentage sign. 2%. How can we write? 2 and then percentage sign. 20%. 20%. 100%. 100%. 175. 175%. 12.5%. 12.5%. 30.5. 30.5%. Write down how each of the percentages given below is read. 25%. 25%. 180%. 180 or 180. 180%. 7.5%. 7.5%. Write the percentage corresponding to each of the following fractions of a unit. So this is out of 100 parts. So you can straight away write down 9%. This is out of 100. 30%. This is out of 100. 100%. And this is out of 100. 105%. Write the fraction corresponding to each of the percentages given below. So 33% means 33 over 100. 100%. 100 over 100. Or you can write 1. 85%. 85 over 100. If you want to convert to its simplest form, you can divide by 5 and write 5 times 1, 5, 35, that's 7. 5 times 20 is 100, 17 over 20. This one is 1%, means 1 out of 100 as a fraction. Example number 1, write 3 over 10 as a percentage. So 3 over 10. Convert the denominator to 100, multiply by 10. So you get 30 over 100. So 30 over 100 means this is 30%. 5 over 4 as a percentage. Denominator is 4. Multiply by 25 to get 100 there. Do the same thing to the numerator. You get 100 in the denominator. 5 times 25, 125. So as a percentage, you can write 125%. Example 3, write 3 as a percentage. 3 as a percentage, multiply by 100 and put the percentage sign. So 300%. 2.5 as a percentage. 2.5 multiplied by 100%. You can convert to an improper fraction. 2 times 2, 4, 4 plus 1, 5. 5 over 2. Percentage means here it's easy to convert this to denominator 100. 2 times what? 50. So do the same thing. So you can write 0, 25. 250 over 100. So 250%. So it's easy when you convert the denominator 100 without just multiplying by 100 and divide by 100 here. So here, this is also same thing. I'll show you. If you want to do it straight away, so you can write 5 over 2 times 100. Then you can divide by 2 first. 2 times 50. 50 times 5, 250%. So either you can use that method or convert the denominator to 100. Example 5. Of the 25 students in a class, 13 are girls. Represent the number of girls as a percentage of all the students in the class. So number of girls, as a fraction, you can write 13 out of 25. Now we'll convert to a percentage. Multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 4 to get 100 in the denominator. 100 there. 13 times 4. 4 times 3, 12. And 4 times 1, 4 plus 1, 5. So what's the percentage? 52%, because the denominator is 100 there. Exercise 22.2. Write each of the fractions given below as a percentage. How you convert to a percentage? Multiply by 25 to get the denominator 100. So you get 75 over 100. That means 75%. 1 over 10. Multiply the denominator by 10. 10 over 100. That means 10%. 15 over 20. Multiplied by 5. Both the numerator and the denominator. 5 times 5, 25. 5 times 1, 5 plus 2, 7. 75 over 100. So you get 75%. 3 over 2. multiply by 50 to get the 100 in the denominator. 100 and 150 there. 3 times 50. So 150%. 13 over 10. Multiply by 10 here. 130 over 100. That means 130%. 1 2/5 convert to an improper fraction. 5 times 1, 5. 5 plus 2, 7. Now you can convert the denominator to 100. Multiply by 20. Do the same thing. 7 times 2, 40. And 5 times 20, 100. So what's the percentage? 140%. 1 and 7 over 20. Convert to an improper fraction. 20 plus 7, 27 over 20. Multiply by 5. You get 5 times 7, 35. 3 remaining. 5 times 2, 10. 10 plus 3, 13. So 135 over 100 means 135%. For each of the figures given below, write the shaded part as a fraction of the whole figure. Indicate this as a percentage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of 5 parts, 2 parts shaded. Convert to a percentage. Multiply by 20. You get 40 over 100. So that means this is 40%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of 5 parts, 1 part is shaded. Multiply by 20 to get 100 in the denominator. You get 20 over 100. So 20%. 4 equal parts. Out of 4, 1 part is shaded. 1 over 4. Convert to a percentage. Multiply by 25, both the numerator and the denominator. You get 25 over 100. That means 25%. How many parts are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 parts are there. 2 parts shaded. Multiply by 20. You get 40 over 100. That means 40%. Question number 3. The total marks given for an assignment was 25. Pratapa got 21 for this assignment. Write her marks as a fraction of the total marks. So out of 25, she got 21 marks. So 21 over 25. You can't simplify. That's a fraction. Write her marks as a percentage of the total marks. So how you convert to percentage? Convert the denominator to 100. Multiply by 4. You get 100 here. 4 times 1, 4. 4 times 2, 8. So this means 84%. A children's society has 20 members. Only 17 members attended a meeting on a certain day. Write the number that attended the meeting that day as a fraction of the total number of members. That means 17 attended out of 20. So that's a fraction. Write the above fraction as a percentage. So I can convert the denominator to 100. Multiply by 5. 100 in the denominator. 5 times 7, 35. And 3 remaining. 5 times 1, 5 plus 3, 8. You get 85%. Question number 5. The same mathematics test paper was given to both class A and class B of grade 7. Malinder, who was in class A, got 22 marks out of 25 for the test, while Suresh, who was in class B, got 18 marks out of 20. Express the marks Malinder got as a percentage of the total marks. Malinder, who was in class A, got 22 marks out of 25. So, how you convert to a percentage? Multiply by 4 to get the denominator 100. 88 over 100, that means 88%. Express the marks Suresh got as a percentage of the total marks. Suresh got 18 marks out of 20. Multiply by 5 to get 100 there. 100 in the denominator, 5 times 8, 40, and 5 times 1, 5 plus 4, 9. So, he got 90%. Of the two, who has shown more mathematical ability at the test? Compare these two. 90% is greater than 88%. So, who got 90%? Suresh. So, Suresh shown more ability, mathematical ability than Malinder. A vendor bought 50 mangoes, of which 8 were spoiled. Express the number of spoiled mangoes as a percentage of the total number of mangoes. So 8 spoiled out of 50. So you need the percentage value. So multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 2. 16 over 100. So that means 16% were spoiled. Express the number of good mangoes as a percentage of the total number of mangoes. So you can find out using subtraction. Altogether 100% and 16% spoiled. So good ones you can subtract. So 6 and 4, 10, and you get 8. 84% are good ones. Question number 7. 20 students attended an eye clinic. Of them, 5 had problems with their eyesight. Of all the students who came to the clinic, find the percentage of students who didn't have problems with their eyesight. So first we can find out number of students. Have no problems with their eyesight. Altogether 20. 5 had problems. You subtract 5. So 15 students have no problems. So how can you write this number as a percentage? So percentage value for those who have no problems, 15 students out of 20. Convert to percentage, multiply by 5 both the numerator and the denominator. You get 5 times 5, 25, and here you get 7. 75 over 100. That means 75% students have no problems with their eyesight. Last year, Mr. Pereira's salary was 50,000 rupees per month. This year, his salary has increased to 65,000 rupees per month. Find the increment as a percentage of last year's monthly salary. So, percentage increase. So, what's the increased amount? 65,000 minus 50,000. Now salary is 65,000, earlier 50,000. So that's the increased amount. So you divide by the initial salary, that's 50,000, and we'll first find out the fraction and then we'll convert to percentage. So I'll erase this. So increase as a fraction first. 3 zeros and here 5 and 1. 15,000 over 50,000. So 3 zeros get cancelled out, divide by 1,000 and you get 15 over 50. It's easy to convert to 100 now as a percentage. You can multiply this by 2. You don't need to simplify the fraction. 15 times 2 is 30. 30 over 100. That means 30%. 30% increase in his salary. You can harvest 5 kilos of ginger from 1 kilo of ginger. Express the harvest as a percentage of the ginger that is planted. So as a fraction first, 1 kilo, out of 1 kilo you can harvest 5 kilos. So 5 over 1 as a fraction. Express harvest as a percentage of the ginger that is planted. So this is 5 out of 1. Planted 1 kilo. So multiply by 100 to get the percentage value and put the sign. So you get 500%. For every 100 bean seeds that are planted from a packet, 85 germinate. Write the percentage of germinating seeds. So you can write as a fraction how many seeds germinated? 85 seeds out of 100. That's as a fraction. So what's the percentage? Percentage value is 85%. Because the denominator is 100 there. Example number 1. Let us represent 1.08 as a percentage. So what you do? Multiply by 100 and put the percentage mark. Multiply by 100 means move the decimal place 2 places to the right. 108%. Exercise 22.3. Write each of the given decimal numbers as a fraction, then write as a percentage. 0.3. I can write 3 over 10. Now convert to a percentage. Multiply by 10. You get 30 over 100. That means 30%. 0.5. 0.5 as a fraction. 5 over 10. If you want to simplify, that's 1 over 2. Divide by 5. Now, if you want to convert to percentages, convert the denominator to 100. So you get 50 over 100. That means 50%. Point 1. Multiply by 100 and put the sign. So that means multiply by 100, 2 places to the right, 10%. 0.33. Multiply by 100 and put the sign. 1, 2, 33%. 0.45. 0.45 multiplied by 100 and put the percentage sign. Move the decimal place 2 places to the right. 45%. 0.03. Multiply by 100 and put the percentage sign. So 3%. 0.08. Multiply by 100 and put the percentage sign. 1, 2. 8%. 0.01 as a percentage, multiply by 100 and the sign here. 1, 2, 1%. Question number 2. Multiply each of the given decimal numbers and fractions by 100 and represent it as a percentage of the original amount. So, multiply by 100. So, 0.7 multiply by 100. So, put the percentage sign. That means move the decimal place 2 places to the right. So, you get 70%. 2 over 5. You can multiply by 100%. Or you can convert to a decimal and do the convert to percentages first. I'll do both ways. If you are multiplying at once, so 5 times 1, 5 times 20, that means 40%. If you are doing other way around, you can do 2 over 5 as a decimal, 0.4 into 100%. So that means 40%. So any method you can use, convert to a decimal and then multiply by 100%, or fraction straight away you can multiply by 100%. 0.65 multiply by 100%, you get 65%. And 3 over 4 multiply by 100%, you get 4 times 25, 25 times 3, 75%. Or I'll do the other method, convert to a decimal, 3 over 4 as a decimal, you get 0.75. So, long division, 3 divided by 4 and then multiply by 100%, you get 75%. You can use both ways. 0.08 multiply by 100 and make sure that you put the sign 1, 2, so 8%. And 0.05 multiply by 100. 1, 2, that means 5%. 1.5 multiply by 100. So you get 1 to 150%. 1.25 multiply by 100%. That means 1 to 125%. A person spends 2/5 of his monthly income on his children's education and 0.25 of his monthly income on food items. Express the amount he spends on his children's education as a percentage of his income. 2/5. How you convert to a percentage? Convert this to 100, denominator 100. 40 over 100, that means 40%. 40% for education. Express the amount he spends on food items as a percentage of his monthly income. 0.25. Convert to percentage, multiply by 100 and put the percentage sign. 1, 2, 2 places to the right, that's 25%. For which of the above two needs does he spend the greater portion of his monthly income? So which one is bigger? 40% is bigger than 25%. So he spent more for children's education. Spent more for children's education. Next one. Kamal had to pay a certain amount of money to an institution. He pays 1/4 in January, 23% in February, and 0.52 of the amount in March. Express the amount of money he pays in January and March as a percentage of the total amount he had to pay. So January, 1/4. So convert to a percentage, multiply by 25. You get 25 over 100. That means 25% he paid in January. March he paid 0.52. Convert to percentage. That means multiply by 100 and put the sign. 1, 2, 2 places to the right, 52%. Now compare your answers and decide in which month he has paid the most. So which one is highest? 52 is the highest. Then 25 and then 23. So 52 means March, 25 means January, and 23 means February. So which one is the highest? So decide which month he has paid the most in March. So we covered all theory related to percentages. When amounts which are parts of 100 are written with the percentage symbol, so we use this symbol. We say that they are written as percentages. A fraction with denominator 100. A given fraction or decimal number can be written as a percentage by first writing it as a fraction having 100 as the denominator. A given decimal number can be represented as a percentage by multiplying it by 100 and placing the percentage symbol in the answer. So practice all the exercise and examples and thorough with percentages.